And I will say that because, Carrie Lynn, who asked your firm and Mr. Daniels to sue or to put a motion for injunction against Mrs. Wright?
So we are the city attorneys.
Right.
We have 2 FOIA requests seeking a tape of the closed session. We also have the Attorney General requesting it from the city. The city is required to be in possession of that document. And when I talked to Ms. Wright initially, she told me she had the tape.
And once again, who asked you to file, to sue Ms. Wright on behalf of the city? And who asked you to put that motion in?
The plaintiffs in the case are the clerk, who's the FOIA officer, the mayor, and the city. So the clerk did, she has to perform her functions as a FOIA officer. She can't do that because we don't have a document we're required to have by law to turn over or to evaluate even whether or not it should be turned over. The mayor asked us on behalf of the city. His interests, though, are separate than the city's, so he has someone representing him. Just like you voted for a legislative council or to represent the alderman, the mayor has a right to have somebody representing him. That is not me.
So you did this for the city per request of the mayor and the city clerk. But none of the rest of us who
It was for
represent
the
the city.
request of a FOIA document.
That's not all what that,
And a FOIA request would never have the authority to open up a closed session.
That's not true. The attorney general's requested it too. And if the closed session tape has a basis for being excluded, it can be excluded and it doesn't have to be produced. But we don't even have it to evaluate whether that's the case or not. We just don't have it.
It's in front of the judge right now. Correct.
No,
I think it is, isn't it?
not that I know of. No, the only thing that's before it is, we have filed a lawsuit to get the tape from the former city attorney. She told me she had it, now she's saying she doesn't have it, she's saying that an alderman has it. We need that tape. The second part is for her to turn over legal fees. That's what it's about. That's all that I know is pending.
But the suit, and then her is in front of the judge. Her response is in front of the judge too, right? I mean, isn't that where it's at?
Yeah, but the whole lawsuit's to get her to turn over a tape we now found out she does not have.
Who has it? Somebody's got it.
Who has the tape?
Maybe somebody kept the clerk from doing their job.
First come to the
Who does?
You know?
All right, I mean,
which is what you just saw here.
yeah, but here's the problem, okay? We have to have this tape and we have to produce this tape and we have to evaluate it. If no one's going to tell us who has this tape, we're probably going to have to engage in discovery with everybody to figure out what happened to the tape. So it is, again, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Doesn't matter to me because lawyers are going to be paid as a result of this. If the council doesn't want to pay the lawyers, the court will order the lawyers to be paid.
I'm sure the alderman will pay for it.
Can we get order, please?
So whoever has the tape, please turn it over. If we don't have it by Thursday, we're going to have to change our course of action in that lawsuit probably.
I don't have it.
But again, why are you, when you have a client that says that we don't want to be represented by you, why are you not willing to just recuse yourself and say, they're really uncomfortable with me?
She made that comment.
No, she didn't.
No, in private, she made that comment. We've had that discussion, and I've strongly encouraged her to stay, for many reasons. I've been around city politics for over probably 37 years, okay? I've gone through and observed, either hired or interacted with 4 legal counsels, actually 5 because we hired that Graham Lee twice. And I've seen the good and I've seen the bad over the years. And quite honestly, I thought I'd seen the worst back in the late 80s, to be honest with you. But this is a new chapter completely. 2 of the legal counsels went on to judges. Okay? Of all the legal counsels the city I have observed, worked with, or hired for the last 37 years, by far, answer the link, run circles around it. Their love of the law, their knowledge of the law is so significant, so deep. You can be smug all you want,
Yeah.
but it's the truth. The experts go to them when they have a problem or a question. This is the best thing that the city of Silvis has ever had when it comes to legal services. And you may laugh at me, but I don't care, because it's the truth.
Speaking of recusal, some aldermen should recuse.
Mr. Mayor, you're going to refuse any request we have. We've tried to, at least I've tried to lay out what my objections are peacefully. Apparently, you're going to ignore those requests. I think you called me stubborn earlier, and I would have to say, you're showing that side.
I'm calling wisdom on this one.
I suggest we move forward with the item on the agenda.
Hold us some power. Make your state.
Going on to item 8.
No,
B.
we should complete the item A.
Okay.
I would move to vote to disqualify Nancy Blank from legally representing the city of Silvis due to conflict of interest and terminate the legal services for the city.
Could you speak up? Yeah.
Can you say that so everybody can hear? It doesn't, you can't hear it on the other end.
No, he
You have to
mumbles.
speak this back to it.
Speak up.
I said I move to vote to disqualify Nancy Blank from legally representing the city of Silvis due to the conflict of interest and terminate their legal services for the city.
Second.
Motion first and second, roll call please.
Alderman Charleston,
Yes.
Alderman York,
No.
Alderman Pavelonis,
No.
Alderwoman Hall,
No.
Alderman Lowe,
Yes.
Alderman Rockwell,
Yes.
Alderman Dyer,
Yes.
Alderman Smith.
Yes. Got your way.
Rockwell.
We understand it.
It's cost of money. Item B.
We understand.
Who do you have to replace them?